Problem 13, y cubed plus 5y squared over 21y cubed times 9y cubed over y plus 5. First, I'm going to look to see if there's anything I can cancel or simplify. I can cancel this y cubed. 9 and 21 are divisible by 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Let me just rewrite what I'm left with. I have y cubed and y squared, so I can factor out a y squared. That would leave me with y plus 5. Distribute to double check. Y squared times y is y cubed. Y squared times 5 is 5y squared. So we're good to go. Remains over 7. Just carry down the 3 over y plus 5. Now my y plus 5s will cancel out. Y squared times 3 is 3y squared. Remains over 7. I can't simplify this anymore, so my answer is 3y squared over 7. Looking at the choices they give you, this is the same as letter C. Problem 14, 3x over 16 divided by 3x minus 9 over 20. Right away I'm going to rewrite the problem since I'm dividing fractions. Multiply by the reciprocal, which would be 20 over 3x minus 9. Both 16 and 20 are divisible by 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4. 20 divided by 4 is 5. 3 and 9 are both divisible by 3, so I can factor out a 3. 3 times x minus 9 divided by 3 is 3. Distribute to double check. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 3 is 9. So rewrite what we're left with. Got 3x over 4 times 5 over 3 times x minus 3. Now I've got a 3 that will cancel out. Leaves me x times 5 is 5x over 4 times x minus 3. Distribute the denominator. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 3 is 12. The 5x remains the same for the numerator. So my answer is 5x over 4x minus 12. Looking at the selections they give you, this is the same as letter E. Problem 15, x squared minus 5 times x plus 2. First, I'm just going to change the minus 5 to a plus negative 5 because I don't want to confuse signs later on. Now I have two binomials, so I can use FOIL to solve the problem. And FOIL stands for first, outside, inside, and last. So starting off with my first numbers, x squared times x is x cubed. Now for the outside numbers, x squared times 2 is 2x squared. Now for the inside numbers, negative 5 times x is negative 5x. For my last numbers, negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. I'm just going to rewrite this so you can see it a little clearer. I'm left with x cubed plus 2x squared plus negative 5x 2x plus negative 10. Looking to see if I can combine any like terms. I cannot. So this is my final answer. And this is the same as selection D. Problem 16, 3x times x plus 2 times x plus 4. We're going to start solving the problem working from the innermost parentheses out. So distribute 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 4 is 8. Carry everything else down. I can combine like terms. I have an x and a 2x. This is the same as 1x. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Gives me 3x plus 8. Carry everything else down. Now I'll distribute again. 3x times 3x. 3 times 3 is 9. X times x is x squared. 3x times 8. 3 times 8 is 24. Keep the x. Now there are no like terms to combine, so this is my final answer, 9x squared plus 24x. Looking at the selections they give you, this is the same as letter C. Problem 17, 5x over 7x plus 10x over x squared. Right away we know that we're going to need the common denominator since we're adding fractions. We'll need a 7 on this side. So multiply 7 over 7. 10 times 7 is 70. Keep the x. X squared times 7 is 7x squared. Now on this side we will need x squared, so let's multiply x over x. X times 5x will become 5x squared, since x times x is x squared. For the denominator, x times 7x will be 7x squared. So now we have our common denominator. You're left with 5x squared plus 70x over 7x squared. In the numerator, we can factor out an x. Distribute to double check. X times 5x is 5x squared. Good there. X times 70 is 70x. Good there. Remains over 7x squared. Now we have a base x here and in the denominator, so we can subtract the exponents. This is the same as x to the first power. So we'd have 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So this is x to the negative first power. To make that a positive exponent, just put a 1 over it. So that would be 1 over x times 5x plus 70 over 7. 1 times 5x plus 70 remains 5x plus 70. X times 7 is 7x. So our final answer is 5x plus 70 over 7x, which is the same as letter E. Problem 18, 13 over x plus 2 minus 6 over x squared plus 2x. Right away we know we will need a common denominator since we are subtracting fractions. I'll need x squared in the denominator, so I know right away I can multiply x over x. Distribute x times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. For the numerator, just x times 13, which is 13x. This side remains the same, and I do have that common denominator, so I can go ahead and rewrite it as 13x minus 6 over x squared plus 2x. That's my final answer. And looking at the selections they give you, this is the same as letter B.